Good afternoon, or not good afternoon, sorry. Good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? So we just retraced this whole move today after CPI release. Let's get things situated here. Zone, pre-market high. New structure. Do we have any good levels here that we need to keep an eye on? Not really. We had this consolidation zone here. Let me get things situated here, guys. Give me 1 second. I got the level set already, but just want to make sure I got it all locked. Alright. The cues. The cues is going to be the most important thing that we need to watch out for, guys. The cues. QQQ. Alright, pay attention to this. Or if you look at all the major indices, SPY, QQQ, IWM, Dow, the only thing that's holding up and it's green is the Qs. Alright, SPY is already red for the day. IWM is down almost 1%, and Dow also down about 0.5%. Alright, so the level that we need to keep an eye on is going to be this level, this break of structure, 557.25, right? Previous highs, previous highs, previous highs. Keep an eye on that. We can also mark yesterday's high day, right? So previous day's high right here. Let's give you some notes. Yeah, this is gonna be the main area. Let's see, 6,300 on ES. I actually, guys, the Mara trade, right? I bought into this. I averaged into it yesterday, and I just used my profits from SPY yesterday to to hold to get into this position. Again, it's not a big position. It's like close to 50% of my original position, so that's not stressing me out whatsoever. Playing with profits there. Keeping an eye on Nvidia. Nvidia had a massive gap up. That's the news regarding Nvidia providing chips to China. So that's why Nvidia, AMD, all ramping up. So keep an eye on that as well. But the main thing that I'm going to be watching out for is QQQ today. Keep an eye on the Qs. How's Tesla doing here? Let's check. So Tesla, we got the bounce off of that 312, 313. I know some of you guys, I got a message, got some DMs. You guys took some of these and actually took profits today. So congrats. Still struggling at that break of structure level, right? Around that 320 to 323. Keep an eye on this one. If this starts to flip, as resistance here, this can get ugly for Tesla. We could watch for a break and retest to the downside, right? We'll look to target possibly this 308, 307 area. Let's see, supply. For the Qs, the contracts that I'm going to be looking at, give me 1 second. Why is my... 558 puts. Put that on watch. And then we'll keep an eye on Tesla. Let's put on watch the 320 calls, guys. Put the 320 calls on your watch. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. And then SPY. For SPY here, let's keep an eye on the 624 puts. Alright, 624 puts here on SPY. So here's the setup on SPY. Remember this previous session's high here, where it acted as a resistance multiple times, and now we gapped up right above it, right? We opened right above. We're now traded right below, bounced off of the pre-market high, and now we're retesting that level. Let's mark the yesterday's pre-market previous day high. See if we can get some action here today. Keeping an eye here on SPY. If this starts to act as a resistance here, around that 624.60 to 60, we'll give it until up to yesterday's high, 625.16. Right? I'm looking for shorts within this level here. Okay. Just waiting for confirmation here. If we do start to reclaim yesterday's high, right? If we do start to come up here and consolidate right above, I'm interested in taking that to the upside as well. For SPY calls, it's going to be the 620, 625 on our watch. All right, all the watch list is on the screen, right hand side. That may change. I was also watching Google. You held that one. What did we talked about yesterday on that Google? This 181 area. Let's see. Where is this level stemming from? I think we're going to see a breakout here, guys, on Google. I think this could be a potential swing. Possibly a pre-earnings run-up. I like the setup here. Right, previous highs at this level acted as support when we tested and broke right through, and then tested it once, twice, rejections, and now we're starting to build a base there. So 180 to 182, that's going to be a level of interest there. I'm liking Google, guys. Let's put for a day trade as well. Google. All right, Google. 185 calls. Put it on your watch. 185 calls for Google. 185 calls for Google. see if we can hold this level here. Let's adjust this to 180 to 181. Nice scalp, nice. I like it. The thing is, what are we gonna target? Because we don't really have any levels that was built up prior to this since what, February. Let's align here. Level 185 and 186. So those are going to be our kind of target for today. So let's keep an eye on Google here. If we start to base here on the S&P 500 and especially the Qs, I'm liking that. Tesla bouncing off of that 312 again. Ross Spencer before trade out. 183.35 on Google. Keep an eye on that. Let's put in the time and sales, the order flow, and the order book. See if we can spot anything there. Hughes is just strong, guys. Look at this. Everything else is red except on the indices, except Qs. I think now SPY is trying to recover here. I like the bounce on ES or SPY right around the 623.80. I don't have that level there on SPY, but on ES, this was my area of interest here. So if you guys can see, right, area of interest between 6295 to 6300. As long as this level is supported, you look good, but this is a break and retest here. 6310, 6315. If that starts to act as a resistance, we might see some downside pressure here. Morning, Miv. What do you think? Right? I think 6295 we can remain bullish into the 310s, 315s. But if we start breaking below 6295, I think that could also be a sign for more weakness. Because I don't have below 6295, I don't have any level until the 270s and 260. We're talking about future levels, by the way, guys. Keep an eye here on Google. Keep an eye on Qs. I'm going to use Q as a confluence with Google Trade. If we can hold within this yellow line here on the Qs, and then we can hold above. Again, this is just a scalp, 183.35. Let's confirm it on the tape. See if we can find anything. Again, we're just looking for a scalp here, right? If we do get supported there, I'm interested in taking that to the upside. Let's see how the high day break happen. If that happens with ease, let's continue to be in this trade as long as we're creating a higher low, right? With the final target at 185. Not yet. There's a passive. There's still a passive bid that's sitting there. There's a little bit of absorptions there. Okay, that's fine. Trend line. Getting a little bit of a retest off of this level here in the Qs, and you're respecting that for now. Is my mic volume good, by the way? Am I clear? Or do I need to put it up? Sounds good, sounds good. Looking good here in Google. NVIDIA. Let's just put a zone here. And this is a developing supply, we'll see. Kind of double topping there on an intraday time frame. Google high day. I don't know if I'm comfortable longing it here. I think I would like to see one more impulse move to the upside here on Google, maybe 184.15 to 184.50, and then we get that pullback right into that level. And I would like SPY to reclaim back above previous day highs. QQQ is pretty much doing a good job here. You're still above previous day highs. I think holding above this zone could be a good sign, early sign for uptrend here. That's high day there again on Google. Apple. Let's look at Apple. I don't have much here. Oh, you're talking about these previous highs here? Oh yeah, that's a good intraday. Yep. It's a good one if you caught it. Now where's the next level? There's a minor level here at 211 area. Actually, no. You gotta grab these. Yeah, around at 210. Hang on a second. I'm kind of getting a push here now. Tesla retesting again. If you're looking to play longs here on Tesla, right, is this a good level to long into? Right, if you're a Tesla bull and if you're looking for a dip, is this a level, a good level to long into? I think so. You have a tight risk below 312, right? Use like a 15-minute time frame. Candle close right below it, or bearish candle close. I think that looks good. Keeping an eye on the previous day high on SPY at 625.16. On ES, we'll be watching that 6315 level. Six three one three to 6315. SPY tested previous day high, got a little bit of rejection there. high day there for Google 184. Main watch right now is the SPY 625 calls, guys. I am looking for an entry here. I am looking for an entry here for calls. You get the lows, higher lows. You took out this pivot higher on the intraday time frame, so there's a change of character. Again, this is on an intraday level. I would like this zone here to now act as a support. We just let's see. It's a good entry. It's fine. I think I need to adjust this. Can't. Because this is a whole break of structure. Right. I think we might need to grab tomorrow's contract for SPY. Let's see what the contracts are. I'm liking the setup here now. Tomorrow's contract 626 calls are not that bad. Yeah, Friday's good. I think yeah, I'm looking to grab probably tomorrow's contract. It was 626. I'm gonna put that on watch. I think we're gonna need time because it's already 11:30 here. So if I long this, guys, all right, if I long this, my stop loss is right below here, right around that 624, 624.50, right below this yellow line. If I'm gonna take this trade, so I think I need one more. I think I need one more dip. For Qs, I don't know. I think this would have been a good entry, right? You got that break above, retest, you got that push up. Now, where's a good spot to long? It's back in this zone. Either this white zone here on the Qs or this break and retest level. I don't know. Like if you're gonna long here, where's your stop loss? Right. I think the proper stop loss is right at this level, the 558.35, or if you're patient enough to see if we can test this level here. But we're seeing the confirmation of a bounce here from this morning's low, right? Wick action there. Bounce right off of that level. You bounce right here. You got a displacement from that level, reclaimed, retested, and you pushed. So I think this is a confirmed level of interest. So let's stay patient here. Also keeping an eye on SPY. Euro market just closed 11:30. Somewhat respecting this level here, right, on SPY. Not getting any confirmation yet that Bulls wants to step in here. We also got the rejection off of that previous day high. Once we broke right through it, as you can see, right, that acted as a resistance here. So that's the level to watch as well. If you're bearish, again, no bias. I don't have any bias, right? If you're bearish, you want this previous day high to act as a resistance. If you're bullish, you would like for this level to hold or form a higher low on an intraday time frame. Right now, I'm leaning a little bit bullish. Just the fact that, you know, we swept liquidity here, we bounced, and then we're kind of sustaining value here above. So unless we start to break that structure again, I might look for ways to be bearish. Small price action so far. Alright, I'm gonna get in here on SPY. Got in the 625 calls, 0 DTEs, looking for a previous day high break off of this level. Gave you guys the plan way before this, so my stop loss is going to be right at the lows, right around this this white zone below that. Looking for a pop into, anticipating a pop into previous day highs. We'll look to trim possibly at VWAP first. If you're not comfortable with 0 DTEs, you can grab tomorrow's contracts. Also liking Tesla there. Don't like how we're stalling here. I would have wanted, seeing that volume earlier, I would have wanted this to make that previous day high test. Already Tesla up 8%, nice. Google getting a little bit of a bounce there again. Please don't tell me we're gonna get chopped up here. Let's get some moves. Thank you. Let's get us out of this price action. Test that previous day high. So careful, guys. Here's the previous. We're approaching previous day high. If we get rejected here, I'm gonna get out. All right, that's my plan. If we do not reclaim this previous day high, I will get out. We're up about 3%, 3-4% right now. We're up 8%. So watch that high, the previous day high, 625.16. We need to break that level. Not here. Keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. We're up about 8. It's up to you if you want to scalp that. I'm holding. Up about 10% here, guys. Up to you if you guys want to take profits. Here's the previous day high test, up about 13%. We're right above it now. Let's watch on futures. You're still below 6315. I'm going to take my first trim here. Took my first trim at 12%. Looking for another break. I need to see a 6315 on futures, ES futures. Right now, you're still right below that. Seeing a little bit of absorptions here at this level. Would like this level to hold now. Buyers cannot stop here. Stop, Joseph. This is not really a rejection here. I'm not really seeing that. I know you're getting a retracement, but I'm not seeing. I'm seeing a little bit of absorptions, but not a rejection, not a hard reject. I'm not seeing any aggressive sellers that are stepping in. So I think buyers still somewhat got some control here, and I think we can get this push up here as long as we I wouldn't want it to let go of that 625 level. Still up about 6% on half of our position. I already took half at 12%. Google making another move there. One good push. See, one good push. Up about 10% still. 13%. Let's get one strong move here. If 6315 breaks with ease, I might look to hold this. Where that translates on ES or SPY is right around that 625.30 if I'm not mistaken. she goes. Up about 20% here, guys. Up about 20% here. Gotta punch through this. Gotta punch through this. There you go. 22%. Gotta take another trim here. Holding runners. Holding runners. I want that VWAP. I'm gonna go for VWAP here on these last contracts. I like how strong QQQ is. She goes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't be greedy, fellas. I already took out most of my profits or most of my contracts, and I'm only sitting on runners. Alright, I'm only sitting on runners. Some sell side absorption is happening here. Not a big amount, like some small amount, so we're keeping a close eye. Tesla coming down a little bit. Alright, I'm out for now. Looking to re-enter on this one. Currently out for that trade. Average gain on that one is 18%. Was that easy to follow the trade? I know there's a little bit of lag on YouTube, but it gave you guys a heads up on what I was looking for, what areas I was looking for to enter the long trade, right? Drew this white zone here, and I said my stop loss would be below that. As soon as price came in here, waited for a confirmation, saw the confirmation, and we took the trade. Sounds good. Sounds good. If we continue to get if we're continuing to get rejected here on SPY, do we want to be bearish? Is that a bearish price action? Um, it is. It is, right? But I still need to see Qs to show some weakness here because Qs is still green for the day. I know we're getting that rejection after we broke right through it. We're kind of bear flagging there as well, right? On price. As you can see here, you're getting a push. I think it's clear on the 5-minute time frame, right? Push right through, bear flag, break. Push right through, bear flag. Are we gonna break this? Still too early to tell. We really need to keep an eye on the Qs. I think the Qs will be our market gauge. It's been the leader. Or higher low in SPY. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It could be a higher low. Right, so we are still in a bullish trend, but I'm talking intraday, right? I'm talking now. Are we gonna go short at this level now? I think we need more confirmation, right? We're getting a little bit of a push here now. Give me 1 second. It's just hard to gauge when SPY and QQQ are diverging. It's hard, right? Because if you're looking to play the short side on SPY, I mean, technically, yeah, you are rejecting previous day high, but look at Qs. You're still above previous day high. Any areas here could be the bounce, and if QQQ does bounce, it's been a market leader, that's going to bounce SPY. So that's why it's hard for me personally. It's hard for me to trade when there's divergences. Still bouncing off of that zone that we talked about, but am I interested on this one again? Not really. I think I want to see one more liquidity sweep below, right? Kind of a fake sweep, break the low a day, and then immediately trades back. I think that's going to be my next area of interest. I think that's going to be my next trade. For the downside, I mean, as long as you're defending this previous day lows, it does look good for downside as well. But again, for right now, I'm favoring the upside more. Unless QQQ start breaking below previous day high. But that's the only trade that I'm seeing right now. I mean, Google, I think Google looks good for a swing. Same thing with Apple. My area, like my buy area, will be around that 207, 208. IWM is down 1%. That's crazy. Meta's fighting green. Netflix hovering around break even. Miv, do you have 6325 level on ES? That's the CPI low. I think that's a good level to gauge as well. And if you look at the pre-market, right? If you look at the pre-market, that's also your somewhat of a support there in the overnight session. And then CPI came in, that was your low, you push right up. And then CPI high around 6345, rejection. Yeah, that's a good level. 630. That's the previous all-time highs level, previous pivot levels. Yeah, if you look at the book, the heat map, there were some levels there as well. There was like somewhat of an absorption. Alright guys, I'm gonna stay here for maybe 10-15 more minutes. I know I came in a little late. I had some doc's appointment that I had to go to. You guys have any questions? Any insight on the live stream? Let me know. Face reveal. I've at 5,000 followers, and if we get 500, if we get 5,000 followers, and if you get about not even 500, like 200 to 300 concurrent viewers on our live stream, I'll do it. Welcome, Farhan. I'm sure you invite your friends, your trader friends, to come tune in. Monday to Friday, 9:15 to 11. I think we can stretch it to 11:30. I feel like we're not. I think 11:30 is reasonable. Not seeing much right now. Let's look at AMD actually. It's a crazy move here on AMD. My gosh. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Our shares, Miv, our shares, they are, well, I already trimmed, but still holding a good amount. Man. This is setting up really good in the next couple of days. You got the gap fill here, 160 to 155. See if we can hold this 150 level. But you already had a massive move here on AMD. I think we need to cool off. You're still ways. You got more ways to go for all-time highs. All-time highs is 227 on AMD. PLTR too. PLTR is good. Just went nuts. My gosh, 150, guys. I don't know if you remember, Richard T. Remember we were talking about it when this was at. We talked about grabbing shares when this was at what? $20, $30. Look at it now, 150. That's crazy. Man. I did not hold those shares. I did not hold those shares. All right, Miff, have a good one. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna head out here and grab some lunch, but nothing much. We took the SPY trade, but that's about it. I'll try, like, starting today, I'll try to post the trades that we took and then seeing what setup, you know, what setup we saw, so that we can review it, right? Or you guys can review it. You can go back into it. So it's kind of like our journal. So I'm gonna try to do that if I'm not too busy. But all right, guys, thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning. I'll be here at 9 o'clock, 9:15, right? 9:15 to 11:30. All right, guys. Have a good one, guys. Peace.